So here we are, starting a fire with a buck stove, catalytic design. So you have to pull out this lever all the way in order to get the exhaust to go up the chimney while the fire gets going. Now the ash has already been removed from here, but there are still some coals. So what you got to do is you just separate your coals and you make a trough all the way to the back, which is going to allow the air to continue from the front to the back once you actually get the kindling in the stove. You can put in your pieces of wood. Larger pieces you can put towards the back. And then your smaller fire starter pieces can go up towards the front. What we're going to use here is some pine. Toss in a couple pieces. And we're going to use a small piece of cheater. Which is just required to get the pine started. Once that's all in, you put your remaining kindling on top. And then log up here. Now what you'll note is that the kindling is right here, and this whole area here there's an air gap, so that when the air comes out of this duct right here, it's going to blow on here, it's going to blow straight through. If you don't have room for that air to go through here, you're not going to be able to get it to start that easily. Next step, either a match or a lighter. And we're going to get the cheater block started. Once that's started, we're going to close the door slowly so it doesn't blow out. And the last step is to open the different air drafts. So you have left side, that's the center air supply, and then the right side is the main air supply. Once the stove gets going, we're going to be closing the left one and leaving the right one open until it's fully going. So as you can see, we already have the fire starting quite nicely. And we're going to leave this going until the stove gets up to about 500 or so degrees on the thermometer. And when the logs are all fully engulfed, we'll be pushing in the lever up at top, which you have right here. And when that happens, it'll get pushed all the way in. Now what you see happen right here is a log had fallen over, and now it's not on top of the actual flames anymore. So what can be done here is that it can be picked up with a set of fire gloves and put back in the fire where it needs to be. Or in this case, things are still going pretty well, you could opt to not touch it. In this case, we're going to end up putting it back where it belongs. And we see it's catching quite nicely. That should be all you need to worry about to get a fire started.